happy Tuesday. I hope wherever you are that you and your loved ones are safe and well, that you're having a good week and a good day. Why am I filming on a Tuesday? Because why not? I did a couple of things. Well, I did one big thing this weekend that I know the jury may be out on whether people agree with me or not, but I got my 37th COVID booster. No, I'm kidding. I got my 4th, I think it is. You know, when my sister, who's working on the front lines, says we should get it, I trust her. The only person I could possibly trust more in that situation is Dr. Fauci. Do not come for Dr. Fauci because I love him. So anyway, yeah, so when we went in, my husband and I are trying to time it so that we're both not getting it at the same time, because people, you know, whatever the booster is, whether it's a flu shot, whether it's whatever, people tend to react. And so we're trying not to do it when we both might be completely crashing and unable to care for the other. So so this weekend was my turn, and next Sunday I'm getting my flu shot, because I know people in my life have gotten it at the same time. I know I can't handle that. I am speculating because, and again, do not come for me, I have not gotten a flu vaccine in 20-something years, I think. Maybe during my nursing days I got it because we had to. But yeah, I tend not to get it. But since I had that lovely experience with the flu last year, or not last year, why do I keep saying last year? Last spring, I feel like, even though the vaccine that you get is not, I mean, as soon as it's created, it's become obsolete, you know what I mean? Because they don't have the strain, they have the strains that they can, anyway, I've gone through that. It's not, I don't know. Anyway, it's probably safer than not getting it, so I'm just going with that. When we got to the pharmacy so that I could get this fabulous thing, the lady said to me, now I had finished filling out my paperwork. She called me over immediately and she's like, okay, Rebecca, come over here. So I'm like, okay. So now my husband is standing a mere 2 or 3 feet away, holding my coat, whatever. And the lady says to me, so do you take aspirin? And I say, and I'm dead serious, no, I don't take aspirin. And I'm rolling up my sleeve. And my husband's like, wait, yes, you do. So I'm like, yes, I do take aspirin. I don't know where my brain went in that moment, but apparently in that portion of my brain, no, I don't take aspirin. I don't need to. And I'm like, oh, yes, that's right. I had a stroke almost 2 years ago. I don't know where my brain was. I mean, who knows any point of the day where my brain goes, because I have no idea. But that little tidbit of information gave her grounds for what she did to my arm, which, I'm sorry. Okay, so she says to me, do you take aspirin? I say no. My husband says yes. I say yes. And she's like, oh, you take aspirin. So then we've established that, yes, I take aspirin. So then this happened. Try and roll my sleeve so that you can see this delightful situation. Now this was a lump. And when I tell you that it turned navy blue instantly, and the reason I know that is because I was like, holy, bad injection giving. And I looked down and she was like, that's because of the aspirin. That would be one magic aspirin to lump out and bruise my arm instantly. Extra bleeding? Absolutely. That could be because of the aspirin. Maybe you're just a bleeder. I don't know. But instant hematomic situation? No. So she was like, or I could have burst a capillary. I'm going with that one. And I didn't want to say, I'm a nurse and I know that's not because of the aspirin. But I didn't want to do that to her because she was nice otherwise, and we were having good banter before all that happened. So I thought, okay. So then we come home and, you know, I had a feeling, because everybody said, oh, the second day is worse than the first day. So I was pretty okay. I got tired, but I hadn't also slept the entire night until probably, I think I fell asleep at like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. So then that kind of busted up our entire time plan because we had planned to get up earlier and go to the pharmacy earlier and get this done earlier. But then my husband didn't want to wake me up because he found me asleep and left me asleep and was just like, leave it alone. So I think we got going. I woke up, I think, at 12:30. At that point, I hate admitting that, but that happens more often than not. And then I think we left. We left because I knew we had to be there before 3 o'clock, and I think we left our apartment at like 1 something. Yeah, because I think we got there close to 2. Anyway, it makes no difference in this video. So anyway, we got there late in the day for what I wanted to do. So then we came home, and we went down to the old neighborhood for it because no pharmacy around here had the time frame, scheduling that we needed. So I went down to the old neighborhood where they had walk-ins, came back to the current neighborhood, and I felt okay until later that night. Like overnight, again, not sleeping, but I probably at like 3:30 Monday morning, I felt the chills coming, and I just felt so kicked around. Like I felt, especially my upper body and my arm was killing me. It still hurts today, and that's just, it feels like more than just injection. It feels like not only did she hit a capillary, she also hit the pain button in my arm. So that's like, and you might be asking, why did you do it in your right arm, your alleged good arm? Well, my tattoo, which, just as an FYI, still looking fabulous. Also a good reason to wear a short sleeve shirt on any given day. But anyway, and I know this mostly pertains to new tattoos, but I said to my husband, I'm like, wait a minute, my tattoo, I can't let somebody vaccinate me in my tattoo. He's like, why? So I look it up, and apparently it's really for newer tattoos that are like super fresh or like 3 months or less. Because it's a live vaccine, and this is an invasive thing, however you like it to say it or not, it could cause an infection. So I was thinking, you're not jamming up my tattoo. I don't, infection or not, you're not jamming up. Imagine if she had bruised the middle of my spool of thread. No, thank you very much. So even though I normally use my left arm for that, I now have to use my right arm for vaccinations and boosters and all this other nonsense because tattoo. So there you go. So apparently in my alter ego life, I don't take aspirin and, whatever. But I felt kind of crappy yesterday. My husband works from home a couple days a week, and so he was here. But I actually even went for a walk yesterday because I felt like I had to get out of the apartment, and because I walk every single day. And it's not the most aerobic exercise for me, but it is exercise for me, and I need to get out. And so I took a slow walk through the neighborhood and just did not my regular big loop, but I did a loop, a big adjacent loop around the neighborhood, and came back home and just rested. And we had already had dinner planned and easy and everything, so it was fine. But anyway, this is such a weird video. That's that. I can't think of anything else that's happening. Lack of sleep, check, normal. Pain, normal. Giant stupid bruise on my arm to match the other stupid bruise on my arm, which I still don't know how I did it. But I don't know. I tend to bang into things, and I had the handle of a shopping bag that slipped down my arm and landed right on my wrist. So you can't even see it, but it's that bruise, which is lovely. So you'd think I was still taking the blood thinners with the amount of bruises I have. But I walk into a door and I'm like, instant bruise. I look at something and it's like instant bruise. But anyway, so that's that. I hope wherever you are that you have a low pain, no pain, low aggravation, no aggravation kind of a day, kind of a week. The rest of the week, I should say, and kind of a weekend to come. That's what we hope for. That's what we deserve. That is what I truly wish for each and every one of you. I hope that you are all safe and well wherever you are, and that I will see you soonish for the blog. Next week for everything. Take care. Have a good rest of the night. Bye-bye.